Yo, what's up? It's Fish with a Order Chaos 2 Redemption video. It's the first of what could be two parts, but I might not get into it. And it's basically entitled 5 Things. I haven't come up with the name of the video yet. It's 5 things that we need to do, or the Gameloft needs to do, in order to fix Order Chaos 2 Redemption. For me to play the game, and I think to save the game, it's in a very bad state. It's in a very bad state. I'll try and be as concise as possible without swearing as much as I typically do, because I want to get the point across. I'm hoping Gameloft sees it. I think they might. I know they care, but I know they're very, very, very confused. Some of the things that need to be changed in the game are things that needed to be changed or not existing from like day one. It's part of the problem. Some of the things that need to be changed aren't even going to be discussed in this video. So I want it to be clear that these are kind of the 5 main points, as organized as a guy who is really long-winded as myself can be. Thank you for the subs, thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments below. If you have anything to add, please do so. At this point in time, I'm not playing OAC 2 because I can't. It's not possible for me to play the game because they made it so difficult for me to play the game, and I imagine a lot of people. The feedback that you're taking, the ones that you've always and only gotten, are from the highest paying, highest content players in the game. Those are the ones that are left, the ones desperate enough to continue to play the game amidst this broken state, are the only ones that have managed to play the game in its broken state. So these are the people, the wrong people to be getting feedback from. So I want to kind of break it down for you. I'm a Hero 12. I spent so much money in this game, $5,000-$6,000, maybe more. I have a flying mount. I bought it. I get it all, okay? I understand making money. I spend it all the time. I want to spend money on good games where my time is being rewarded, okay? There's a lot of competition out there, and the changes that you guys are making today and the changes you constantly make are those of an ARPG. This game's not an ARPG. Dungeon Hunter is an ARPG. This is an MMORPG. I understand it's different than Order and Chaos Online. This is more Guild Wars 2, and that's more World of Warcraft. I get it. The two games should both exist and grow and continue to thrive. But OAC 2, you're making ARPG changes because you're confused. You have no idea where people are quitting the game. You have no idea why people are leaving the game. You have no clue. And I get it, because there's so many monetizations. There's so many currencies. There's so many caps in the games. Let's start with number 1. The most important thing, the most important mistake you guys have made since day number 1, dungeon tabs, dungeon reset potions. Capping them to hero, attaching them to hero is the stupidest thing in the entire world. It breaks every rule of economics and every rule of sales in the entire world. Let me break it down to you. If I want to buy a dungeon tab, I can't buy an extra dungeon reset unless I have a hero level, okay? Even if I have a high hero level, I can only buy X amount of dungeon tabs, dungeon resets in the day, and at an ever-increasing price, to the point of prohibitive, of course. I get it. Okay, you don't want everybody to pass it all. You want to cap it and that kind of stuff, whatever the case may be. Here's the thing, okay? If you bought coffee from my coffee shop, it would be stupid for me not to be able to sell you more than one coffee, okay? But here's the way it exists right now. Because you have a VIP card, you can buy 2 extra coffees. But the second coffee is really expensive, and the third coffee is really more expensive. And the dude who comes in for the first time, who's never been in my coffee shop, who doesn't have a VIP card, he can't buy a coffee for his girlfriend or for the people at the office. They could try out my delicious coffee because he doesn't have a VIP card. He doesn't have a hero level. He cannot buy more coffee. Moreover, what if he only wants to buy coffee once a week? 5 of them, 10 of them for his office, but his hero card or his VIP card only allows him to buy 3 or 4 coffees at an ever-increasing cost per day. What's he going to do? Put the coffees in his car? Let him cook for a few days and bring him in on the weekend so he could save him up so he has 10 for the office? No, that's what you're doing here. Number 1, you're telling me I can't play with my friends because me who has to go to work for 5 days a week and only wants to play for 20, 30 hours on the weekend, I can't do that. So I can only run X amount of dungeons per day. My buddy, who's not hero number 12 or hero number 6 or hero number 2 or whatever it is, he can't buy extra potions, so we can't run with him. So I'm in an ever-increasing, revolving door of people who are still able to navigate this game and its complexity that are going to be playing the dungeon. So assuming they know how to run the dungeon, they're available, the same tier, the same gear, and that kind of stuff. I'm constantly waiting. There's nobody running dungeons. It's hard to get a queue. I sat in queue for like a half an hour, okay? People are quitting. People are no longer playing. You can only merge the server so many times before there's no more servers to merge to. You got to shut her down. Sell, number 1. Sell dungeon reset potions in the shop at a flat cost with no increase or cap, with no attachment to hero level at all. Just like Order and Chaos Online. If I want to play the game in the arcade machine, I should be able to stick a quarter in, and another quarter, and another quarter, another quarter, and another quarter, another quarter. It's called mobile gaming. It's my convenience. My convenience, right? This is why people gravitate towards PvP, because they can open their chests like Clash Royale. Realize this. Just sell us dungeon potions. Sell us resets. Everybody, no matter what. So a little dude goes to school during the week and he's waiting for his allowance on Friday. He could spend it all on Order and Chaos 2 online and play dungeons all weekend with his friends. You're not allowing him to do this. You are telling me you don't want to take my money. It is inconvenient for me to spend money, and I can't do it. Because I missed today, and tomorrow and the next day I missed like 9 dungeons. I can't even buy them back. Stop prohibiting people from playing their game, especially when they're paying you money. It's the stupidest thing ever. Sell the dungeon potions and the tabs. Flat cost. As many as you want. Okay? Cool. Do it. Seriously now. You should have done it since day 1. Broken. Number 2. The weapons. Heritage weapon. Okay, it's fine. I get it. There are 2 stages at least. I'm at the first one, the Darkness or whatever it is, or Forsaken. I can't even remember. Where I have to find these weapon fragments for my claws. I'm using the claws in the monk. It's the claw sign, okay? Sup. It's not gangs. It's claws. I get 4 out of 5 times the halberd or the magical staff, whatever it is, not my claw fragment. So many times. It's really frustrating because not only have you capped it, you've capped how many I can do, like the dungeons per day according to my hero level, and you're charging me an increasing amount to not get what I want. But even in the Stone Grounds, in Coromir, I can't cash it in 1-to-1. Okay? Plain and simple. Don't make this capped journey of grind. That's all it is. It's flat out materials. I'm not looking for an epic piece that I'm grinding a million dungeons for. This is just a flat material to upgrade my heritage weapon. Either drop what I am wearing. So if I'm wearing claws, drop the claw fragment every single time, or allow me to trade it 1-to-1. 1-to-1. That's it. Okay? I'm not playing the game anymore because I was on that stupid stage for like 2.5 months, not getting the claw fragments, whatever. Is dumb. I know you can get the coins in the dungeons, trade them in the Stone Grounds for that like 10-to-1 or whatever it is. It is stupid, okay? Don't penalize me or anybody else for going for a certain type of weapon in the game. 1-to-1 trade and sell as many adrenaline stamps as I can in the shop, just like dungeons, at a flat cost. Period. Do not attach play of the game to a hero level. I understand compensating people, rewarding people, giving people bonuses, but attaching their ability to play the game with a dollar amount in a VIP or a hero system, it doesn't even make sense, guys. It's broken. Number 2, limit buy adrenaline tabs in the shop. No increase in price, no cap, no attachment hero level, just like the dungeon tabs for number 1. And let me trade in my weapon fragments 1-to-1 or drop the one that I want every single time. Okay? That's it. No arguments about that. Number 3, give us an economy. Okay? Give us an economy. Everything's bound, everything's capped, it's all behind dungeons or whatever. Let people work for stuff, let people put stuff in the auction house. And WoW or Order and Chaos online, there's an auction house and it's usable. Make the food a little bit less bound. Let us sell it in the auction house. Make the materials a little bit less bound. Let us sell them in the auction house. We've already paid to get into the dungeon. It's capped. It's for people who haven't got what they wanted to or not enough of it. They want to spend it. Either buy gold in the shop and spend money if they're pay to win, or they'll grind it out and they'll buy it in the auction house. But it creates an economy, okay? Let us sell more things in the economy. This goes back to the pets, the flying mounts, okay? Flying mounts are a stupid price. We all know that. You've added the ARPG, like click and go to the quest without even a charge on it. So mounts are kind of even less valuable right now. So you kind of shot yourself in the foot with that one. I don't even know why you added it, but you probably thought, well, people are leaving the game because they can't find their way to the quest. No, it's a beautiful world. I know you say it in the text. Oh, you're going to miss a whole bunch of the beautiful world if you go to the automatically quest. I clicked the automatic quest. I'm already there. It doesn't cost me any money. The flying mounts, they're a little bit less valuable. Most importantly, though, you go to the shop where you buy the mount materials and you see it's going to cost you millions of contract powder to get your flying mount, or 8 to 10 years, basically, with the cap of mounts. So that's going to scare people off. They all have a calculator. Like, wow, how long is it going to take me? It's going to take me forever. A year is the max amount of time that somebody should be working for one item for free to play in a mobile game, in my opinion. 8 to 10 years, that's insanity, man. Order and Chaos Online is 6 years old, or 7 years old this year. Please, seriously, buy a new calculator. Understand, millions is a number that is just so insane when you're doing it by the 100 every day. So the easy solution would be give us more ways to get contract powder. My suggestion would be, if you're already getting people out of the open world, drop more pet food, like crappy 10 XP pet food in world mobs at a higher rate, and allow us to trade in pet food for contract powder. Give us an opportunity to get to the flying mount within a year's time, playing 20 hours a day. I don't really care. It's free to play, I understand. But don't put a sticker that says, congratulations, you can do this in 10 years. or spend hundreds of dollars right now to do it. It's going to make people quit the game. They're going to be like, wow, that's an item that I'm not able to get. And you might say, well, it's not an essential item, but it's essential to them. They want to fly around in the game, especially when they're seeing those fake Days of Discord ads with the stupid flying mounts. This is real stuff, okay? Fix the economy / the flying mounts thing. Got it? Cool. Number 3. Number 4. Gems and cards. It's easy to tell you have no idea what's going on in the game. I mean, clearly. The card system was utterly confusing. You grab them from Dungeon Hunter, I understand it worked for Dungeon Hunter, that's fine. Super confusing the way you get them and upgrade them and evolve them and that kind of stuff, attached to a buff and this and the added description and this, mind-blowing. And the 900 million gem card lotto, which we all had fun pulling a lot of the time. But yeah. Gems are a lot simpler, I understand. So ditch the card system. Don't do both. You've given us 2 massively pay-to-win things, one which people have soaked thousands of dollars into, another 10-year project, the cards, maxing the cards, just like the pet. But cards are essential because you can use them everywhere. Eliminate the cards, trade them in for the gems, give people compensation. Don't do 2 things that are almost exactly the same mechanics, but 2 different monetizations. You've just kind of thrown more gas in the fire by putting gems in. You can see the feedback. People are just like, oh my god, how could you do that? And they haven't even figured out how to get cards, let alone the gems, the pets, and that kind of stuff. So that's just a stupid idea in my opinion. So figure it out. Ditch the cards, keep the gems. I'm cool with either. Some choice. I get it. It's a cool system. It's fine. Whatever it is, you're giving us ways to get it. It's not that expensive. But doing cards and gems is insanity. It's absolute insanity. Don't do it. Seriously. Don't do it. What more can I add? I think number 5 would just be the most important thing in the game at this point, and that would be communication. You guys are still very bad at communication. This pulling the Q&A and answering 3 questions, every 3 months, and they're ebonics questions that nobody really needs answers. Taking feedback from really garbage YouTubers where they're just looking for free items, or looking to blow smoke up your ass. I'm not really sure what it is, but they're giving very poor feedback. Very, very poor feedback. You need to speak to people in the community. You need to gauge for yourself. I understand you haven't even played your own game to the extent that we have, because you hit the button, you're like, give me 1,000,000 runes, make me level 70, make me level 55, give me max gems, give me max cards, give me max pet. You haven't gone through the grind. You haven't done it yourself. And I think in a lot of cases your calculator is actually broken, because even if you took out the calculator, you realize it's impossible. So play your game a little bit more, or speak to the people who actually play your game a lot, people who spend a lot of money. I care for the free-to-play people, the people who will spend a lot of money in the game. The game is beautiful. It's 3D. It runs like a dream on my iPad Mini 4, the newest update. This new auto battle suggestion is just completely whack job. Your game is not Tai Chi Panda. It is not Days of Discord. So I'll finish it off by saying, number 1, auto battle is stupid. If your game is shitty enough that you need to put auto battle into it, you need to make a little bit more challenge and complexity, okay? Auto battle is stupid. You're not desperate for people to clog up your servers. I promise. People will be hunting eggs and going around and collecting gift boxes and doing world events and killing mobs if you want them to be doing actionable things. You don't want to encourage botting or anything like that, but that's kind of what you don't need bot. There's no bots in the game. This game is really well done in terms of anti-botting. It doesn't. You can fill up your bag. All the junk in your bag has to be recycled at an NPC, so you can't even farm for gold like that. It is really good. So you don't need to poison it with an auto battle system. It is so dumb. In fact, there are so many caps in the game. Like, there's only like 10 things you can do in a game in a day without paying any more money. Why auto battle it off? I think you've suggested it because you don't know why people are quitting, why people are leaving. So this is why I did this video, to try and help you guys to start to understand why people are leaving. The number 1 reason why they're leaving is because the game is unplayable. You have made it completely inconvenient, even for people who are playing the game and paying for the game. The monetization systems are very confusing, complex, and in some cases they're so broken they're prohibitive, and they make people want to stop playing the game. And those are the main reasons. After we fix all this stuff, you got to do a big advertising campaign. This game is worth it, okay? For all those stupid Days of Discord ads, the crappy ARPG, that kind of stuff, you could show them real-world PvP footage, real-world dungeon footage, real-world flying mount footage, not fake ads, and right, this is real in-game footage. It will blow the minds out of people. Let's fix the game first, advertise the shit out of it. There's so much stuff coming out this year, guys. You've spent so much money on this game. I see the numbers, I see the data, I know what's going on, but like, seriously, if we don't hear any positive feedback on all 5 of these subjects, for me personally, if I don't hear back about them publicly on the social medias, if you don't let people know, I promise you, I swear to you, these are the issues. These are main issues. There are more issues, balance and PvP and Q and all that kind of stuff, but first we need to populate the game with people who can play it, okay? Let's start here. If you have any comments, put them in the section below. Please sub and like. I'm going to do a whole bunch of content. I'm here. If you want to reach out to me, Gameloft, I want the game to work, but at this point, I barely had time to do this video. In fact, it's like the 3rd time I've recorded it because the last 2 times, I don't know, the first time was shit, and the second time my microphone was off the entire time. Thank you so much for your time. You could be anywhere on the internet, but you're here with me. I do want to make this game work. Let's make this game great for the very first time. I love your balls, and I'll see you soon. Bye.